morning and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you could join me today. You will need a strap today, or a tea towel, or a bathrobe belt, or just something to extend your reach. You can do the exercises without the belt, but it's just a little easier and a little more effective if you have one. So this morning we're going to be looking at building those abs, and the reason we want to do that is not so you look good in a bikini, although that would be great, but more because abs is everything to do with your balance. So if you or slip on the stairs or slip on ice or whatever, if you have that ab strength, you can catch yourself before you have that terrible fall. So we always work on abs at some point in every single class we do, but today we're going to kind of target that a little bit. So we'll begin with the breath exercise, which I always do, and a reminder that if you ever get into a pose that causes you any kind of pain, you need to back right out of that and just go back to where the pose is making you work a little bit, but you're not in any pain at all. We'll take 5 really, really, really deep breaths, inhale and exhale, super slow, and filling those lungs as much as we can so we can stretch them out and work them out and activate that inner core. So nothing fancy with the breath work other than that. Starting with a really deep inhale, make it as slow as you can. Fill up everything as much as you can. Keep your back nice and straight. And then exhale as slow as you can. Empty everything out. Concave the belly. Inhale once more. Exhale. I didn't mean to say once more. We have a few more. Inhale. It helps to sit really tall. Exhale, always through the nose. We're going to do this 2 more times for a total of 5. Inhale. I don't know if you can hear the wind outside and the sleet hitting the window. Exhale. We have a weather alert right now. Yesterday here in Saskatchewan it was plus 18. People were in their shorts and t-shirts, riding bikes, going for walks. The air was filled with the smell of barbecue. And today we have a blizzard alert. Never a dull moment, right? Exhale. Okay, good. So a little bit of warming up inside. Go ahead and grab that strap, and if you don't have a strap, that's okay too. So if you don't have a strap, you are going to just lift your arm out to a 45-degree angle, okay? If you do have a strap, put it over your shoulder, grab both sides of the strap, and then with your hand, you're just going to apply a little pressure to bring that shoulder just a little bit further down, and then lay that left ear towards the left shoulder. So the strap is on my right shoulder. I know it shows opposite because that's what videos do, but go ahead and lay that left ear on that left shoulder. Good. So you just applied pressure for a short time. Nothing much, especially if you have arthritis in those shoulders. You probably don't want to do too much. So I just moved that strap over to the other side, and I'm grabbing both sides of that strap again, and then applying that little bit of pressure to lower that shoulder. Not, I don't want to be too dramatic. Or if you don't have a strap, then you're going to move that left arm out to that 45-degree angle And then looking straight ahead, you put the right ear down onto the right shoulder. So you're just getting a bit of a neck stretch in there. Just trying to keep everything supple and moving and flexible. Trying to keep the neck warmed up. I don't know about you. Have you ever done like a shoulder check when you're driving and wrenched your neck? Like the simplest moves can sometimes cause such agony, really. And release that. Okay, good. So I think we might be using this strap again, shortly. So just keep it nearby. And again, if you don't have a strap, we can modify the next move as well too. So taking that right arm straight out to the side, then bringing it across your chest wherever that winds up, and with the other hand pressing against the upper arm, just to do a little bit of a shoulder movement, nothing fancy. But also, just by pressing the upper chest, you're saying to it, this is, let's warm up. Not for long. So total of 3 breaths, that's probably been 2. So inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and release that. Bring it back behind you. Do a full circle. Bring it back across your chest and inhale. Exhale. Do that full circle again. Way behind, all the way up, straight in front and across for the last inhale. And exhale. And release. So we take the other arm now, opening it straight to the side, bringing it across, applying a little bit of pressure, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, release. Do that big full circle all the way up, in front and across. Inhale. Exhale, full circle all the way up and in front and across. Inhale and exhale and release. So let's just grab this again. So this next move is called cow face. You can stay seated. I'm going to stand just so you can see what I'm doing. I bring my right arm out and hang on, I'll move this. So the right arm comes out and up. Sorry, holding my strap. The right arm comes out and up and down. Now, if you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. With the other hand, I'm actually going to try and bring that elbow a little further up and down. Now, if that's making you do this, crink your neck, then don't bring it that far. You don't want to have to crink your neck in it. You want to try and keep that head straight and just get to where you get to. Then the other hand, okay, so this is what it looks like now. Then with the other hand, you stretch way out, stretching long all the way down like a bungee cord has pulled it here. Then you bend and you just grab that strap wherever you get to. It might be down here, or if you don't have a strap, you might be grabbing onto your shirt or just leaving it where it is. Eventually, you might be able to reach your fingertips and even clasp them. But to start with, you might be down here. So get to where you get to and hold, inhale, exhale. Remember, if there's any pain in the shoulder joints at any point, that's where you stop and you back off. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and slowly release that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So why do we do that shoulder work when we're talking about abs? It's because we're talking about falling. And so often you land on a shoulder or you wrench a shoulder and you are out of commission. Like it hurts so much when you have an upper back or a shoulder injury. So we try, although I say the class is focused on abs, and it is, the thing is, okay, so sorry, I can't do two things at once, right? So I bring this arm straight out, I bend it, bring it over, and with the other hand, I'm adjusting it without crinking my neck. The other arm comes straight out and back. I find the strap, I find the place where it isn't too painful, but I'm still getting a stretch. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're trying to keep everything limber. Inhale, exhale, and release. So even though this is an ab class, and you will see, not this next pose, but pretty quick right after this, even though it's an ab class, we still have to stretch and do everything. You can't totally focus and eliminate all other stuff. You still have to, take care of the whole body. Okay, so bringing these hands behind you, and again, I'll show you. I'm taking the hands behind me. This is where you might have to stop. You might be able to clasp your hands. When you've got your hands clasped, you bring them to your left hip. Now, as I said, if you're more like this, then you might look more like this, right? You just get to where you get to. When I started with my shoulder joint so out of commission, I could not clasp my hands and bring them to my hips. So you are wherever you are on your yoga journey or your exercise journey. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring those hands straight behind you and then around to the other hip. And I'm hitting my transmitter there. I hope that's not affecting the sound. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. So now we're going to come into some standing stuff. You are done with your strap, so we can just toss that off to the side somewhere and bring the chair around with the seat facing you for now. And we'll begin with a down dog, which is one of the mainstays of yoga. And I am about 3 feet away from the chair, but you can be closer and then we can walk our feet back, whatever you prefer. So you place your hands directly on the chair seat. You want your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders in a straight line, not over top of each other, but in a straight line, right? So you don't want to be off to the side, but kind of straight. Then you start walking your feet back until your head lowers between your shoulders. Okay, so far we haven't engaged our belly, right? But now that your head is between your shoulders, you bring your feet back a smidge more and you suck in the belly. You want to tilt the tailbone. If you have a lower back problem, you tilt that tailbone a little bit, but you're still reaching for the sky with your butt. And inhale, exhale. So you're stretching out the guts. Inhale, exhale. You're also stretching out the back because your back, inhale and exhale. Your back strength is directly related to your belly strength. Now bring those feet in a little bit because you're going to take three-legged down dog. Three-legged down dog. You lift that left leg out and bring it up, point the toe, flex the foot, point the toe, flex the foot, point the toe, flex the foot. Now here's a different move. Again, your belly is what's hanging on to this balance here along with your right leg. Bend that knee and just open it to the side. You're not trying to point it up or anything like that. Just bend it to the side. and straighten it out, point the toe. Now bring that knee in towards your nose, rounding the back. Bring it back. Flex the knee. Bring that back. Knee to nose. Bring that leg back all the way up and then bring it down. We'll come into Warrior 3, which is going to use your belly. You have to walk your feet forward. Now, it's probably best to get fairly close to the chair so that you can hang on to the chair. You can grab the side to begin with, and you lift that left leg, trying to get it parallel to keeping your hips parallel. So you're not opening to the side at this point. Your hips are parallel to the chair, to the floor, and you're trying to lift that leg straight back. Placing some weight on the right hand, but mostly engaging the belly. So suck it in to engage the belly and bring that left arm alongside that left leg. Then lift yourself up on your fingertips, lift that leg back up, find a place to stare at and see if you can play with lifting that right hand off the chair and bringing it alongside. Lots of belly work, lots of falling over. I did say it was windy outside. Maybe it's windy in here too. And staring and then bringing your hand down. By now your leg is getting really tired. Open up the hips to the side. Both hands are still on the chair. You can stop here, or you can try and lift that left arm up for what's called half moon. Really engages that buttock, that leg, and that belly. So suck in that belly. Make it work. Make the abdomen work. And then bring that arm back down. Lower the foot down to join the other. Walk yourself back into a down dog. Here in your down dog, once again, you lift that left leg. You lift it up. You tap the floor. You lift it up. You tap the floor. Try and engage your tummy to do that. You lift it up and tap the floor. Okay. Shake that out. Walk up to your chair. Turn it around. Don't worry, we will do the other side, but we're just giving ourselves a bit of a break. And on this side, now, still using the right leg, but you're lifting that left leg straight in front of you. So the knee is bent down, right? And you're hanging on to the chair, still with your right hand. Putting your left hand on that knee, go ahead and just open it up to the side. Now again, you're going to play with balance. Balance is all about the abdomen, and of course it's about catching yourself. So if you can, you find something to stare at, something that doesn't move, and then try and lift that hand off the chair, maybe on your waist, or just hover it above the chair, but trying to get some balance happening and working that belly. Suck in the belly. Don't forget to do that. Okay, and then bring that knee forward again. Release that foot down. Let's just do the other side. So we kind of, repeat a lot of those moves, starting with the down dog. Having your feet fairly close to the chair, walking back, dropping your head between the upper arms, lifting or pointing the butt towards the sky, but still tilting that tailbone down and sucking in the belly to protect that lower back. Okay, and then keeping the left foot down this time, we lift the right. Point the toe, flex. Point the toe, flex. Point the toe, flex. Open the knee so that it's pointing forward. So you're opening up that hip, suck in that belly. Don't forget to suck in the belly. Try not to collapse down that left shoulder, but keeping those shoulders straight, level to the floor. And then straighten that leg out, point the toe. Flex the foot, open up the knee. Straighten that leg out, point the toe. Now we add, touch the nose, round the back. Straighten that leg out. Open up the knee to the front and flex the foot. Point the toe, lift it up. Knee to nose, towards nose. Bring that foot back. And open the knee. Straighten the leg. Last time, reach for the nose. And you can put that foot down and walk that forward. So now we're going to try that warrior 3. Keeping both hands on the chair first, then lifting that back leg, trying to make it straight from the heel to the shoulder, or, you might be here, doesn't matter. You're just working towards, I should say. Take that right hand off the chair and bring that alongside the right leg. Playing with, by first finding something to stare at that won't move, playing with removing that left hand and bringing that also parallel to that lifted leg. Just working on that. Sucking in the belly. Whoops, and I totally fell over. Hope you weren't looking at me, because that'll make you fall. And trying that again. You're just playing with it. Then you can bring both hands back to the chair. By now you're getting tired. Open up that hip. Keeping that leg straight. Open up the hip further. Hanging on with your left hand. Perhaps you can lift that right arm up. Maybe not. Maybe you're playing with it. I couldn't do it to begin with either. So there might be a lot of, try and release and try and release. And that's good. You won't get anywhere. What does Wayne Gretzky say? Our Canadian dude. I believe he says 100% of the shots you do not take on the net will not make a goal. So for sure, if you don't try, you won't succeed. For sure, if you do try, you begin to work towards, that is success. Trying is success. And then bring that down. I don't know how I got off on that. I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. So now go into your down dog. Lifting that leg again. And touch the floor. And lift. And tap. And lift. And tap. And lift. And tap. Now you can walk forward. My goodness. Turn the chair. And we'll do a little of this. Lift the knee. So now we need to do a little balance again. Warrior 3 was balance. Half moon was balance. And this is balance. And it's all about the tummy. So suck in that belly. Open the knee to the side. And once the knee is at the side, go ahead and stare at something. And see if you can release your hand from your chair. You can, bring it out in front. Whoa. To the side. You can put it on your hip. You can leave it on the chair and just lift little bits. You can keep it right on the chair and just plain work on keeping that leg up and to the side and twisted and release. So, you probably felt that in your upper legs, in your butt, in your belly, your shoulders. That was a complete solid body workout. but a lot of focus on the abdomen and on balance and on keeping yourself from falling, which, like, really, we just want to avoid that at all costs. Have a seat on your chair. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let yourself relax a little bit. Okay, we're going to grab a nice gentle chair twist. So the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Now sometimes we open towards the back, but this time I want you just to look over that right shoulder, turn the palm towards the sky, and lift that arm straight up. So it's a very gentle back bend, back twist, just being soft and gentle and kind to yourself now because you've worked hard. And then bring that arm down and follow it with your eyes down. Looking forward, let's just change that over. So the right hand is now on the outside of the left knee. Looking over that left shoulder, the left palm is open and facing up. Lift that arm straight up, keeping it in line with your shoulder and looking up. And just doing 3 breaths here. And then lowering that back down. And coming forward, facing forward. Let's just do some shoulder rolls here. So up and back, bring the shoulder blades back and down with you. And then forward and up, and shoulder blades pinched together, back and down, and forward and back. That just feels very good. How about we'll do some finger flicks as well, and wrist rotations, because that's the other thing that, we can, so many wrist injuries when we fall. So first bringing the hands forward and then just circling those wrists to the side and making circles. I don't do this well. So you just focus on your own. Focus on making those wrist rotations, because, something I haven't been able to do well. And then reverse direction. Good. And then with the left hand, just place them on the right fingers and just apply a little bit of pressure to try and work out that wrist a little bit. And then go ahead and do it in the opposite direction. With the other hand, bring those fingers back, you applying a little pressure with the other hand, just a little pressure. I'm not doing much pressure at all. And then dropping that hand and applying some pressure there. My wrists are really stiff. I find that I have not kept that flexibility in my wrists at all. And then some finger flicks, and we start out slow, so it's just a simple flick those fingers open and bring them back, and open and bring them back, and then a little faster, open and back, open and back, open and back, open and back, and as fast as you can go 10 times. As fast as you can go. And stop and shake that out. So just push yourself back into your chair so that your lower back is pressed deeply into the chair so that you feel some relaxation there. And close your eyes. Let your feet and legs get heavy. Let your butt get heavy. Let your belly you're not tightening your belly, you're releasing your belly now. And your shoulders are lowered away from your ears and your arms are nice and heavy. Your hands are totally relaxed. Relax your cheeks. Release the lower jaw from the upper jaw. Relax everything around your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale. And then just a question for you. What brings you joy? We sometimes focus on the negatives and we forget there's just so much in a day that brings you joy. What do you enjoy? And it might be a big joy, like a family gathering, or it might be a small joy. That morning cup of coffee when the birds are singing. Having a warm house when there's a blizzard outside. What brings you joy? And then open your eyes. And please remember to subscribe and to press the bell icon so you know when new videos are uploaded. And thank you for joining me. I hope you have a really great week, and may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.